Hope you're enjoying your weekend, everyone. Thank you for Thank you for spending some of your time with us. I'm Mike Namapod. Here is today's news. I don't have a teleprompter.
That's pretty good.
I do my best. I mean, well, that one I fucked up. I feel like the last few I did pretty good.
I don't want to mention it.
Yeah.
In case it was cleaned up in post-editing.
No.
I laughed over top of it.
Yeah, you got to leave that shit in. I'm still working it out. I'm new to this news anchor gig. I'm just trying to work it through.
I like the up-tempo that news clip switches to in the second half.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm telling you, we need to have like a video of us like doing like the hard turn to the camera with like the serious face.
Mm-hmm. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Tonight, 25 dead kids in an alley. Dun, 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 dun.
We're still honing this OT. It's only been, what, 2 years? We're still honing it. Obviously, not as much thought goes into that intro as, a normal show, but it's not what these shows are about. They're about bringing you the breaking news. Breaking news.
Gosh
Something like
darn
that.
it works.
It does work. Well, it's a Sunday, and we're releasing this one.
How about that?
We had to cut into our vacation.
Ended vacation early. Dave drove 12 hours back for today's OT.
That is not true, but it sounds good.
Arguably, the most iconic professional wrestler is dead at the age of 71. I don't know about you guys. My DMs blew up.
I got DMs, people worried about Mike. That's what I get. Is
Yeah.
Mike okay? Yeah. Is Mike okay?
I assure you, Mike is fine. It's not Stone Cold Steve Austin, and we're not ever going to talk about that because I'll be out for weeks. There'll be no shows with me for weeks.
It's wild
Alas.
that Ric Flair outlived Hulk. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, it's crazy when you think about, some of the stuff, like the Ric Flairs, the Jake the Snakes, the people that just abuse the fuck out of their bodies.
Yeah.
Not to say Hulk didn't do his own shit, but he, from what I understand, Hulk Hogan had a bad back for a long time, a bad spine. He used to say it was attributed to his leg drop, the finisher, because you're landing right on your tailbone every time in the ring.
Yeah.
The ring is not as soft from what I've seen. I'm not a pro wrestler. I'm not trained. I've only been in a ring, I think, once in my life. But from what I understand, those WWE rings are not as soft as people think. It's not like a trampoline. It's almost like it's plywood, like an inch or a half inch of carpet foam, and then the canvas. So there's a little give, especially if you're in the center, like the plywood might bend. But it's similar to like falling on your carpet. Little more give.
And if you've ever fallen on your tailbone, that shit hurts like a
hurts.
motherfucker.
Like Hogan was billed at like 6'7", 6'8", which is probably gimmicked. But they had said by the time, later in life, he was like 6 feet tall because his tailbone or his spine was just so compressed. He had numerous back surgeries just to be able to walk and get around. Anyways, apparently a few weeks ago, he had spinal fusion surgery. I don't know if he quite recovered well from that. He was at the hospital. Then I heard they kind of said, we did all we can. Let's move him to his home in a hospital bed. I don't know if it was like hospice care. I've not heard that. But moved to his home in Clearwater and passed away, cardiac arrest. And that is the story of Hulk Hogan.
We did do an awesome episode on him on Patreon.
I was just going to mention, was that Patreon or was that a free Sunday show?
No, that was Patreon.
Was it Patreon? Okay. Yeah. I kept thinking it was a free show. Patreon a while back. But was it like a special bonus?
It was a whole bio on him.
But what I mean is I think it was like just an extra thing we threw out once, right?
I think something like that.
Yeah, we did a whole deep dive on the life and career of Hulk Hogan.
You don't remember doing that?
I think it was just the wrestling show we do.
Oh, was it?
I think so.
I thought it was before we started that. Maybe it was the first wrestling show.
I might have been.
And you were playing the clips from Hulk Hogan's 10-inch penis.
Yeah.
Terry Bollea does not have a 10-inch penis. Hulk Hogan has a 10-inch penis.
That works now, right? Like Hulk Hogan is still alive. Terry Bollea has passed on, but Hulk Hogan
That's true.
is still alive in the hearts and minds of neckbeard fans everywhere.
They have said Hulkamania lives forever. So
There you go.
it's still there.
How's that 10-inch penis now,
I mean, if he's still alive, probably still great, right?
huh? It lives on inside Bubba the Love Sponge's wife.
Oh, jeez. I had seen Bubba the Love Sponge was the one kind of putting out these early statements about, hey, Hulk's not doing well. And everyone kind of shit on him because he's Bubba the Love Sponge and because of his kind of past history with Hulk Hogan. And,
So you were aware that
I had seen the rumors for about a week or so that Hulk was in, quote, poor health.
all right.
But two things with that. One, the wrestling world is like the celebrity world when it comes to like the tabloid shit. Like there's always those rumors out there and you're just like, whatever.
Wrestling is arguably like the worst with tabloid shit
I think
and rumors.
so. I think so. Yeah. And then two, as just like someone who's watched wrestling their entire life, you almost get kind of numb to the fact of like, oh, wrestlers are in bad health, wrestlers are dying, like you're not necessarily shocked anymore. Chris Benoit was kind of like the peak of like, holy fuck, like that wasn't just a death.
Bray Wyatt was pretty shocking because he's our age.
Yeah, I agree. It was shocking, but what I mean is like I had known he was sick. I didn't know it was that bad. I knew he was sick. Like the Benoit one almost came out of nowhere, and then you're like, oh, and he took his wife and kid.
Yeah.
Like you kind of peaked. It's not going to get much more shocking than that.
I had no idea about Hogan. I didn't know any of this was going on. I was driving back. My wife's like, Hulk Hogan died, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. And I'm like, and then I forgot about it.
And then you think about it again until I probably texted you.
I was never into Hulk as a kid. I was always into Macho Man.
Yeah.
So I didn't really. I don't know. Hulk is kind of like the Beatles for me. Like I get why I get that Hulk is the most well known, the icon, whatever. I just don't love him.
Yeah.
That's a good analogy, actually.
Like, I appreciate Hulk. I know what it is, but I will say though, I did go back and watch a couple of his matches in Japan because I saw someone talking about him on Reddit. He was a different wrestler in Japan. Like he was really.
I've never watched those.
He was
but
really
I've heard
fast. Like completely different.
Not doing like the hulking up all the time.
It was like good in ring work, which
Yeah.
you don't think of Hogan like that.
No, you certainly don't.
I was more of a Thunder Lips fan myself.
Well, who
That's just
wasn't?
me, though.
Who wasn't? In the last decade of Hulk Hogan's life, he said a lot of things that tarnished his legacy, his career. I think when I was a kid, I loved Macho Man. I was an Ultimate Warrior guy too. But my first show was, and I still have the card. I found it online. Like someone took a picture of the actual card. March of 1991. I was 5 years old. Richfield Coliseum, headlined by Hulk Hogan, in a stretcher match against Earthquake. Have I told this story? Yeah.
I believe I'll let you retell it. Though.
Yeah. And so, that is essentially the story. Like that was my childhood. And when he came out, I don't recall this, but apparently I cried my eyes out.
Yeah,
My dad's
that's what I remember.
My dad's like, yeah, when Hulk came out, you cried. You were so excited. And like, I don't remember being like Hulkamaniac to that extent, but that's apparently I was.
I mean, that's probably pretty fucking sweet though. 5 years old and Hulk's
He's right there.
Yeah.
Like that's Mr. Pro Wrestling.
right.
And so regardless of how his career ended and his legacy ended, which obviously was not good, in my mind, my memories, when I think of Hulk Hogan, I'm going to be that little kid who remembers just those moments. I can't help that. That's what my brain reminds me of. And I would argue that without a Hulk Hogan, pro wrestling does not exist today as we know it.
I agree.
That's a fair statement. I had a clip of your dad, audio clip from your dad when you were crying.
I can't believe you were
pussy.
there. Fucking pussy.
Oh, wait, that was you. Never mind. Sorry.
It was me yelling at my little self.
Hogan also was a big part of just like ushering in that attitude era kind of stuff with NWO.
Absolutely.
You know,
He was able to reinvent himself as a bad guy in the 90s.
the top bad guy,
Yeah.
beating WWF.
Yeah. And then the ultimate bad guy later in life.
Yeah, then went to a for real bad guy. I saw Devon Dudley posted a thing today about like Hogan was saying the N-word and stuff, and he said that Hogan personally apologized to him for saying it, and he understands why people like just like kind of write him off completely, but he said that he like forgave him, whatever.
You see a lot of mixed reactions
Devon's black.
from the black wrestlers. Yeah. There are some that like Devon that say like, he did his penance. He apologized to me. I can only take him for what he says to me.
Sure.
And I felt that was comforting. There's others that say his apology, because he gave an apology to the WWE locker room. He was fired when those comments came out in 2015. When WWE brought him back in a few years later, they let the dust settle, so to speak, as businesses do, and they brought him back. And you'll hear some of the black wrestlers say it was a perfunctory apology. Sure. He, felt like, oh, I'm Hulk. I'm going to say this, and then we're going to move on. And there's still a lot of, it seems like, mixed reactions from.
Isn't there a picture of Booker T in the background looking at him,
Yeah.
like sneering at him?
I'm pretty sure. I think Booker T is one of the ones that's still like, nah.
The New Days, I don't think that they were.
Yeah.
Were cool
who are
with him.
active wrestlers now? Kofi Kingston and Elijah Woods. Is that right? Elijah Woods? Did I say that right?
No, Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods,
Yeah, Xavier
not
Woods.
Elijah.
That's the guy that flew under the ring. And
No. That was Titus O'Neil.
Titus, yeah.
Elijah.
Elijah Woods.
That's
Is that
the
the
fuck-
actor? Is that from The Hobbit or whatever? Elijah Woods. Xavier Woods.
What was Hogan's deal? The audio was from him talking about his daughter dating a black guy, right?
While
that what
he's
it's all
fucking
about?
his Bubba the Love Sponge's
Oh,
wife.
it was from that same clip?
While
Yeah.
he's fucking
Okay.
her, he's talking about how Brooke is dating a black guy, and he's using all of the derogatory terms.
Whatever. The clown.
And just not great. And then, yeah. So I don't know about all, he apologized. I believe it was. So he came back. He was fired. Incidentally, his racial rant from the sex tape
No.
came out, and it blew up on July 24th, 2015.
Oh.
Literally 10 years later, to the day, is when he passed.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
How about that?
In 2021, the first WrestleMania after the pandemic, it was in Tampa, and Hulk was brought back to be the host. And he apologized to the locker room, and that's when I was saying, like, some thought it was perfunctory, some thought it was, it was legitimate. But he said what he should have said. Apologized.
You're only apologizing because you got caught, though. And if that's what you're saying while you're banging someone's wife, like that's coming out of your mouth every day in normal conversation, right?
I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
I mean, that's a very, very intimate. I'm sure I said the same thing on Patreon back in the day, but this is a very intimate situation there. Like
Yeah.
you feel 100% comfortable.
Yeah.
And that's how
Yeah.
you're talking. I mean.
Yeah. Remind me to bring up Brooke again before we wrap this one up, because I want to finish my point, but then we'll talk about that. So then Hulk came back to WWE, and he was on like a Legends deal up until his death. But after all of that, last summer, what is this, 25? That last summer in Medina, Ohio, he makes some more racial comments while on his tour for his Real American Beer, when he was PR in here.
And he threw a full beer can in the crowd and hit some girl.
So I don't
Right?
think it was actually him,
Somebody
but
with
somebody
him.
on his stage
Oh,
or
was
with
it?
him threw it out.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was him.
Yeah, I don't believe so.
Okay.
But yeah, somebody got crushed in the face with a beer can. Yeah.
We don't have to get into the specifics, but he said something about Kamala Harris that got us on the front page of Reddit.
We were on the front page of
Yeah,
that?
like Medina. Oh, like the
Hey,
city.
my Necronama pop.
No,
I was
no,
like,
no,
fuck
no,
yeah.
no.
Wait, what?
Well, I wish, yeah. No.
Medina got on the front page of Reddit.
Good for Medina.
Yeah.
Look at us making
I
headlines
know, right?
for all those reasons. So his daughter, Brooke, and I don't mean to keep piling it on here at the end. His daughter, Brooke, hadn't spoken to him since 2023.
Really?
And that was it. She found out he died because her brother, Nick, called her husband and was like, hey, by the way, Dad's dead. I don't know the specifics of all that. Who knows? And it's very unfortunate because you go back and watch the old Hogan Knows Best show, it's a dad and his daughter, and you want that to be a nice little relationship, but there were some falling outs.
Well, not too long ago, wasn't what's her name, Linda? His wife was complaining about money or something, and Hogan put out a video of him and his new wife just laughing at her video and stuff.
Oh, I
he
didn't
just seems
see
like
that.
a dick.
I didn't
Well,
see
yeah,
that.
I mean, he is, yeah.
I did not see that. So he was married, I think, before Linda for a little while, and then Linda was who he was with like through most of his stardom, all of his stardom, but really his run. They did that Hogan Knows Best show together. His two kids, Nick and Brooke, are with Linda.
Did Nick kill
No,
that kid in a car crash too, or permanently vegetize him?
Yes,
Vegetize?
and I'm sorry, I misspoke. Linda was his first wife throughout his career.
Okay.
Then he had a second wife after Linda, kind of after the reality TV show and stuff. And then he was on his third wife now when he passed.
Gotcha.
Nick had that incident where, and I think we cover this on the show, on the Hogan show on patreon.com/necronomapod, was speeding or something and crashed and his friend,
Was in the car with him? Is that what it was?
yeah. So anyways,
That's
a
all
lot
I got.
of heavy dark stuff at the end. I apologize, but
Typical wrestling, though, right?
yeah, right.
I mean, the world lost a much more important person in Ozzy this week than fucking Hulk Hogan, who really had an impact on the world of music. And
The memes are so funny where it's like Ozzy, only legend to die this week, and Hogan's like, that doesn't work for me, brother. Have you seen those? No. I also like the memes. They're like a meme of like Hogan entering like the gates of heaven, and it's like welcome in. Behind it's the Iron Sheik waiting with a chair. Roots of Fight has this Iron Sheik hoodie that I think I need to own.
Nice.
Mostly because it's the fucking Iron Sheik.
Yeah.
And I would never would have guessed this at this point in my life that the Iron Sheik would be like a baby face to me, but he fucking is. And I need it. I need it. So anyways, I was sad when I heard the news, and I will always think of little kid Mike being, entranced with pro wrestling and this larger than life superstar who was, the Mount Rushmore, my Mount Rushmore of WWE will always be Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and John Cena. Probably the four pillars of wrestling, of WWE. So I don't know. It was my childhood. It's sad.
so you grow up and learn what pieces of shit some of these people are, right?
Well, and then,
There's a lot of...
it happens.
you have to really master the art of...
Compartmentalizing?
Yeah, separating the character from the person
Sure,
watching
sure.
wrestling.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. Yeah.
Especially old stuff. Not so much... Not anymore. Wrestling isn't toxic like that.
Well, I think social media in one way probably helps that, right? Like, because they're putting themselves out there all the time. It's not just you're seeing them for an hour every week, having no idea who they are, like, personally.
Yeah.
I think social media helps with that for sure. Okay. Dave, thanks for driving all the way back.
Oh,
from, Hillpad for this.
Yeah, absolutely.
The people needed to know.
Well, hopefully this quick OT was a substitute for the Sunday show that's not.
We're technically still on vacation.
Doesn't exist.
We're not even getting paid for this episode. Declan's not even writing us checks.
What?
He's not. We're not. We were on PTO. Or not PTO, because we're not getting paid. So UTO, unpaid time off.
I don't like that.
Well, I'll make you feel better. We're doing a wrestling show next. How about that? Now we're going to talk some wrestling, Dave. Now we're going to talk some wrestling.
Imagine my sheer joy.
Coming soon to patreon.com/necronomipod. Any other final thoughts you guys got?
No.
Ian, is there one match? Maybe.
A Hogan match?
Yeah. Someone should watch.
WrestleMania 3.
Andre Hogan.
Yeah. If I'm just talking to like casual people like that don't really even know anything about wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch that one.
I'll go WrestleMania 5, Hogan Savage.
Okay.
Another good one. WrestleMania 18, Rock and Hogan also.
That is a really good match.
Yeah.
It's funny to listen to Hulk tell that.
He tells it completely different than reality. But okay. Bye.